This is week 25 of Camcorder Updates every week until the whole world can type at the speed of thought. Today I'm going to be sharing the new way of handling the quick reference guide within the Forge keyboard ecosystem. What is a quick reference guide and why is it important? Well, let's say I just unboxed my very first Camcorder 1. I'm super excited to start using it, but I have no idea how. Fair enough. It's going to take some time for me to retrain my brain to actually use that as a keyboard replacement, but while I'm learning, I might use this. This is the quick reference guide that we include in the box, and essentially this is just something that you can look down at whenever you forget where something is, so you don't have to Google it every time or you don't have to print it out. We just include that as a courtesy. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's great. It even has like a little score mark so you can prop it up on your desk. But as we move into the Forge ecosystem, we have been thinking a lot about not only using premium materials in the product, but how do we create a more premium experience overall? And that's exactly why we created the Master Forge Deskmat. You guys have been asking us to make a Deskmat for years now, and we finally did it. But we didn't want to do like a giant Forge logo, a giant Camcorder logo. We wanted it to be something that's functional and something that is actually going to elevate the experience of whoever is using it. So of course, for our new users, we have the reference in the bottom left and right. So if I'm typing, and I go, oh, where's the delete key again? Oh yeah, it's my middle finger forward. Cool. And you just go back to typing. But we wanted it to also look cool enough to where if you're an experienced user and you rarely or never actually need the reference guide, that you still would want to have it on your desk. Because let's face it, if you have this device on your desk, anybody that sees you or anybody that walks by is going to want to use it. So there's always some value in having that information ready on hand without having to sacrifice that precious real estate on your desk. Some of our more observant viewers may have noticed some differences in what's on the screen and what's actually on the mat, and that's just because we're making some changes. We're going to actually spell out Master Forge rather than the M4G. The grid is practically invisible on the Deskmat because we made the dots black. So we made them white, and this style of grid you might have seen in some of our animations on the website. The idea is that if you're taking stuff apart, you're in the middle of assembly or disassembly, or you have multiple anchors or bolt-ons spread out, sort of like a decentralized setup, that you can just make sure that everything is aligned and square. And yeah, I know I'm looking forward to making some like assembly videos from a bird's eye view on top of the Deskmat. That should be cool. But it's made out of a really high quality neoprene, rubber neoprene. And it's squishy enough to where like the lifters, when they press into it, they'll sort of dig in. But also it's smooth enough so that if you have the bottom facing optical sensor, that you should be able to slide around to your device just fine. And I hope you'll be excited to hear we're planning to include that Deskmat completely free for every single Master Forge pre-order that came from ForgeKeyboard.com. Guys. Haven't updated the website yet, but I have some exciting news to share. We have unlocked the Master Forge. And you guys did it before we were even able to launch our Kickstarter campaign, which is amazing. Like, we haven't even shown our full hand yet, but you guys are in our corner backing us, so I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you, and I think you guys are going to be blown away by what's in store. There's so much exciting stuff happening here right now. We're at that point where it seems like the launch is always a day or two away. And the reason why I chose like such an easy video to do today, a Deskmat, is because there's so much happening, and I can't wait to share it with you all. But I think that I think this is going to be a really big moment for us. So thank you for being a part of it, and I'll see you next week.